smell, it was giving rubber. Hey you guys, so today is Wednesday. I have been rocking and rolling today. Fun fact, this week we have really been struggling with summer camp, reading camp for my son. Monday we went, come to find out it wasn't Monday. We go today and come to find out they upped the time and we were 53 minutes late. The struggle has been real. Disregard, this light is really not giving justice to my makeup, but who cares? It's been on all day. I don't care. Anyway, so we've been struggling today in regards to getting him. I had a PTA meeting today, the first one with the new principal, and I think, well, interim principal. I think it went well. One feedback I would have for myself is that I can tell I need to get more. I need to stand on my confidence in the role as PTA president, because and stand my ground, because I have no problem asking for help or yielding to someone who is of more expertise. But as far as running the meeting, I know that. I know how to, Robert's Rule of Order, I know how to keep order, I know all of that. And I think I think I did fine, but I think just reviewing myself that I need to speak with more power behind it and not so type thing, because I don't want to step on toes. But sometimes you have to step on toes when you're trying to give structure. Pat on the back thus far. Already meeting, the principal feels good about the PTA, loving how things are going, and really been telling the teachers that they're in good shape, so that makes me feel good, especially been hitting with double whammies, just starting out. So yeah, I think the issue is that obviously, first of all, I didn't really ask to be this. I kind of was like, I think you should do it type situation. And I saw this thing on Instagram that was like, a lot of people see power and different traits in you before you do. And it's not the first time that someone has more so pushed me or saying that I can see you in said position in different organizations. I think the thing is that, and it's on me, is that sometimes I have the traits. I'm organized. I can lead. But honestly, being in a situation where I feel like people always tend to be in competition with me. I really don't care that much to be in competition if I don't have to, and so I will yield letting a person do said thing if that's what you want to do, because 9 times out of 10 I probably don't have the bandwidth to do it anyway, but I can if I have to, and so I just let you do it because obviously you want to do it. In turn, people be thinking, oh, you can't. They're surprised when you're in said positions. Let that marinate for a second. But we do have empties. That when I was getting dressed today, I said it is a must for me to do this today. It's a must. By the way, this is the same hair from, I haven't washed my hair, and I can tell it's starting to get flaky. So I'm just asking it to hold on. Tomorrow's Thursday. Hold on 2 more days. Well, really 1 full day, because I plan to wash it Friday. Just hold on. Anyways, on to the empties. The first empty is the Skin Regimen 1.85 HA Booster. I didn't really like the smell. It was giving rubber, to be completely honest, but my skin liked it. Right now, if you see my skin, it's going through some things. We hadn't been right. It's getting better. I will say that. We hadn't been right since it's really gotten extremely hot here. It's been like 90, 93. And don't get this twisted. I don't sit in this all day. I worked in the office and I do as less product as possible. But when I went to the Outer Banks, salt water, somebody skin didn't like it. But we're working on fixing that. Next, I have the cholesterol tea tree oil. I use this as a deep conditioner for my natural hair. I loved it. My hair enjoyed it. Like, it smells like it's supposed to do something to your hair. Would I purchase this again? Yeah. I would. This is a rinse out conditioner. Believe it or not, my mom, growing up, we were on like Africa's Best and hair foods and things like that. Like I used to use hair mayonnaise, care oil, all of that. And honestly, hair food, it be giving what it's supposed to give. So yeah. The new burial culture. I don't feel like. Oh, burial culture moisturizer. I like this. It did well. Y'all know this is a sample size, but honestly, even as a sample size, it lasted a long time and is really great for travel. And it did well. I liked it. Is it something I'm like, I gotta have it again? Not so much, but I liked it. So for the rest of the day, I'm going to finish putting away my clothes. I'm getting ready to iron clothes. The plan is to hop in the shower. We have an early start in the morning. Everybody need to be at the house by 6:30 tomorrow, because everybody got somewhere to be by 7:30. So your girl is trying to get into bed early tonight. Definitely. Yeah. And honestly, I didn't put a lot on my to-do list because I knew I had PTA. I'm 2 minutes away from having a workout, and baby, I didn't work out. All I did was go to the office and been running around. That's all I've been doing. I say that to say, wear your Apple Watch, because you probably be getting a workout without even knowing you're getting it. Alright, I'm rambling. I'm always rambling. Let me stop saying it, because y'all my friends. And honestly, I'm calling to tell y'all about my day, because that's what friends do. So I'm going to stop saying I'm rambling, because this is what I would do if I was calling my best friend. Girl, let me tell you about, because if something's sitting on my heart, I feel like y'all need to know. And it was sitting on my heart. The reason why I opened the camera up was because it was sitting on my heart that I was like, bro, like, although the meeting was great, and I'm really hard on myself, and I got to stop doing that, but critiquing myself, I'm like, girl, if you don't stand you are the president, and now granted, I did command the room, because I did get back order, and I was like, wait, I feel like we're not talking about what we're talking about, but I felt like when I was speaking, I got to figure out what to do with my hands, because I feel like doing my hands like, I'm looking like I'm unsure in what I'm saying in certain situations. So that's what I need to work on, and I'm going to do that, because I can allow other people that has been there, because a lot of people like to use, because they've been there longer and they've been around longer, they know everything. You know how to plan certain things, but it doesn't mean you necessarily know how to run said organization, or you would have done it. And that's no shade, I'm just saying. So it was sitting on my chest, and I was like, I need to tell somebody. So I'm telling my friends. That's what I need to work on. And I need people to know that just because, like, if you in the film group or whatever group, and you always the leader, you always the organizer, don't think that everybody else in the group don't have those same traits. 9 times out of 10, it's real easier to let the person that's already volunteering to do it than to fight for it, especially in a setting like that. It ain't that deep. Now, and work, by all means, if I want it, I'm going to fight for it. But in other things, when it's real lax, I'm not. You got it, sis. I'm good. Yeah. So I'm going to talk to you later, sis, because I'm really adamant about getting in the shower and being relaxed and watching TV so I can go to sleep at 9:30. Bye, y'all. Hey, you guys. So, first off, tried the little phone clip from Temu, and it was a failed for a couple of different reasons. The way my dashboard is set up, it's a little too thick to clip on, so that's the first thing. And then the little screwy thing is just really not the move. So yeah, so I'm using the GPS holder thingy that my husband got, and I feel like, honestly, the way that it is set up is giving crooked, but we'll see what it looks like once it's edited. But obviously these conversations will I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, so feel like we have not really spoke. Well, I did a haul or whatnot, and I don't even know where this is going. We haven't even really spoke. But this week has been like, when I tell you, when we got back from the family reunion, like, it was on and popping all week. You guys gotta let me over, because I don't want to go down this exit. It was on and popping. I have been busy every day this week with meetings of some sort, all of that. And so I'm really thankful that we actually decided to do the family clean on Friday, because it was really refreshing to come home and not have a dirty house. And actually my husband ended up saying, I'm so glad we cleaned the house. See? So Daniel was in his last week of camp today, and we went to a different location. I actually like this one. It was black owned, and honestly I really appreciate them because it feels really homey. And not saying that the other ones didn't, but I just really felt like, number one, I'm not getting calls over the little things. Like I was getting calls about, like, Daniel tends to, like, he's really competitive and he gets mad super quick. So I don't know if he's just not doing that there, or they feel like it's not worth calling me, which is how I feel. Like if he mad and he calmed down and he ain't hit nobody, I'm trying to figure out why we talking type situation. Because I mean, I just don't need to know all that. And I just feel like to the kid, not the 5 o'clock traffic. Should have left earlier. So I'm definitely in 5 o'clock traffic at the moment, which super sucks. But I was trying to give time because they went to the pool today and they weren't supposed to get back from the pool. They were getting picked up from the pool at like 4:25, and so I wanted to give them time to get back, because last time they had a late pool time. When I got there, like they weren't even off the bus yet. So I tried to give some time, and then I forgot about the 5 o'clock traffic. I like this place because it is only 8 minutes away, even though I do have to take the highway. It's about 3 exits up from the house, so I can appreciate that. And like I say, I really just, I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem with like you letting me know about my child. Obviously he knows what he should and should not be doing, but I just really feel like something like sportsmanship is not something you need to have a conversation with me about. Because why are y'all there? Like, why are y'all there? Like, help him. I'm doing what I can, but obviously, like, he is, although he has an older brother, but like he has like only child syndrome, and so he's used to being home, just him. And then, like, I mean, he's super competitive, and although we're working on it, but what better way to work on being competitive and things of that sort is in the moment when he got to, like, not be mad because he didn't win type situation there. So fix it. Don't call me. Call me if he put his hands on somebody. Then call me. But don't call me because he got mad. Especially if y'all were able to de-escalate him. Because you calling him is going to further escalate him, is what I'm saying. And so that's why I can appreciate that. And I really hate having to have that conversation with him, but you got to, is knowing that when you're going into an establishment that is ran by predominantly Caucasian people, and we obviously are not anyways, that sometimes, like, he's neurodivergent, he has ADHD, and so they have the behavior things. They get really upset, they get really annoyed. Like, we're teaching self-regulation and all that, and I feel like because you are a black male, that's scary to them, because he'd be big mad. That's scary to them. And then while he's trying to self-regulate, you tell him you're going to call his parents. When he was probably at a 6, he's now going to be in an 8, because he know he's going to get in trouble. And so I'm like, the fact that I got to tell you to, like, tell him to relax or give him a second, I'm like, so all y'all kids is like on their best behavior all the time, or what is it? And so versus where when I go pick him up now, you know, she was just telling me about how he got a little frustrated. And this was at the end of the day because they had to take a swim test in order to not swim with the life jackets. And Daniel can swim, but they were over in, I guess, 4.5, 5 feet. And so you had to be able to tread the water for you not to be able to use the life jacket, which I keep telling him he's not tall enough yet, and so next summer he'll get it. Anyways, he was really frustrated because he didn't want to use the life jacket. And so long story short, he got frustrated, and so she was just telling me about it, and the fact that he's used to at the other camp that was a phone call, or that they are telling me as if getting in trouble. Like when he came up to the front desk, he looked scared, like he thought he was in trouble. And I said, "You're fine." She was just telling me what happened. He was like, yeah. She was like, "Yeah, buddy, I was just telling you." And so that comment there in itself let me know that, not that it's Lex, because honey, they follow the rules, period. But it's not because I really don't be on, so it's in the middle. Like, I really don't want you to be the type of teacher or person who tell me every little thing, but then also don't not tell me nothing, and he been acting up like for the last half a year type situation. Anyways, I say all that to say that next year, I think, honestly, he said he likes both, but honestly, this might be the main one, honestly. Yeah, because I like it, and it's closer. And on top of that, it's not like the other one, trying to get out, because it's like going into downtown. Like, trying to get out of there, I don't like it. I don't like it. And so this one right here, although I had to get on the highway, but honestly, the only time there was a delay in me getting like to work where it took 14 minutes is after the storm, and they had a lot of branches down. I'll take that any day. Yeah. So anyways, well, not really rambling. I just called y'all to tell y'all about my day. Y'all can't really see it, but my hair, I use this the Dark and Lovely curl cream that I talked about in the last vlog. I really say this like this is going up on time. I don't know when this is going up. That I said in a few vlogs, in some vlogs ago. And honestly, this is the one. This is nothing but water and that curl cream, and my hair did what it had to do, and so I'm here for it. And I definitely did a lazy wash and go, because yeah. But anyways, this is 7 minutes, and I don't have time for this to be the whole entire vlog. Like, but yeah, rest of the day is I have a meeting. I'm doing laundry, and I want to relax. And I'm going to bed early tonight. I've been saying that every night this week, and I haven't done it. Tonight, I got to do it because Saturday I can't sleep in because I have a meeting. So, yeah, chit chat with you guys later. Okay, hey you guys, so I'm finishing up some laundry. So this is an empty, the OxyClean, the Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean in the first scent. I don't mind the Arm & Hammer brand. First of all, this amount, my husband know better. I told him, we can't be buying this because we wash way more than 35 loads easily. Anyways, he had got these, but this first scent, I'm not a fan. I don't like it. And I'm so glad. Honestly, in this case, I'm glad that he got a small amount because, you know. So, yeah, this is the empty. I just want to show you guys that. Well, not per the use, but I had underestimated. Like, I knew I lived close by where I was heading to. But I dropped Daniel off to a play date, and I underestimated how long that was going to take. And so I was a little bit late. So I didn't have time to check in with you guys, but today is Tuesday, and I just did some community service, well, more like work for PTA. Hold on. Work for PTA. It's a bad angle, but my, let's do that. My, little holder thing, I think it keeps falling off, and I think it has a lot to do with, the temperature, because it's like excessively hot. Like, it's like feeling like someone's smothering you with a blanket hot. So it keeps falling off. So that's that. But we bought some shirts for the teachers for them to wear at the Meet the Teachers or orientation, as some of you may know it as. So we did that. PTA did that, and so we rolled them up real cute, nice and things, so that they can have that for their first day back, which is next week, because we're doing a luncheon for them. So I've done that, and then I'm about to head back to the house, and I need to eat. But I ain't gonna take that fish out to cook for lunch, so I'm guessing I need to snack on some grapes or something until that thaws out and makes that, and hopefully I can have that cooked and ate before my meeting today at 2. So on today's list of things to do, I'm going to edit and post a video. I want to do some research on, I see that YouTube has where you can upload podcasts there. And I have been going back and forth with podcasting, for a while now, and I have tried numerous times, but I still really feel led to want to do podcasting. So I'm going to look into that and hopefully be able to film or record a podcast Thursday. because my content days where I'm editing and things of that sort is Tuesdays and Thursdays. Although I vlog all day, like every day, whenever I feel like I'm doing something that's camera worthy. But something as far as like a sit down ordeal needs to be on a dedicated day, which is my content day. So that's what I got going on. I hope you guys are having a good day. It is hot out here, out them doors. It's hot. It's hot, okay? It's hot. I actually was just sitting here thinking how I'm normally, like, my eczema doesn't act up in the summertime, but it's really been giving me a fit this summer. And I think it has a lot to do that it's really been excessively hot for a good amount of the summer. Like, once June hit, it's really been June, July, August, July. That's probably when my face really started acting up. It's been really excessively hot. And honestly, Alexa be saying it's excessively hot. And although I'm wearing my facial sunscreen and things, but child, my skin is upset. And I remember that normally my eczema would act up when it's drastic change to the weather. So when it would get cold, and then it would be fine once it adapted. But then if it got like excessively cold, then I would have a flare up, and then the same things in the summer. But it hadn't been doing that for a while, and it's starting back up. And child, I'm going through it, child. So when I be looking flaky and carrying on, mind your business, because I'm out here struggling, okay? On top of, like, me having these heat rash slash peeling slash, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's a hot ass mess. And I don't like it. And that's that. Well, I can't promise that I'll check back in with you guys later, but whenever I decide to pick the camera up, we will chit chat then. Bye-bye. I was coming up here to tell y'all something, and per the usual, the camera battery died. So we on the phone with it, and look at the quality anyway. I am thankful for my first ever camera, because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on, first of all, with this, I forget where to look at, so I feel like I'm looking cross-eyed. So if I look foolish in the face, my bad. Oh, I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a camera because I didn't know how dedicated I was to YouTube. And sometimes it still be hit and miss. And so I'm thankful for a camera because it's a lot easier than a phone. But then whenever I'm vlogging out, I don't have the confidence. So I'm still on the phone anyways. So pretty much, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you can start with your phone, sis. Honestly, I just say, and this is not why I came on here, but we're here now. I will say the biggest thing is a laptop. I feel like you could go a long ways with videoing on your phone. But editing on your phone, I'm not a fan. And so I definitely feel like a laptop, a good laptop, a gaming laptop is what you need, or a fast speed laptop is what you need, because baby, it's different. Anyways, the whole reason why I came on here today is Tuesday, and I wanted to update you guys, I believe in a haul, at some point, whenever y'all see this. I purchased the soft disc minstrel discs that I wanted to try because my sorority sister was putting me on. If you haven't known, I've been going organic and plant-based with a lot of my feminine products because, listen, you gotta be careful what you put in your body. So to update you on that, today was the first day that I tried it. I didn't put it in like as soon as like it first came on. I wanted to wait until like, I would recommend making sure you have a good flow. I wouldn't recommend your heaviest of your heaviest if you're not used to being all up in there, because it's a lot. So I say as when you got a good flow going on, I would try it. Just because I don't know if you're not used to doing that, you've been using tampons and pads when you out here and it's on your heaviest, you're going to be like, yeah, no, I can't do this. So yeah. It did take me 5 minutes. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So sis, I feel like this is the day you need to try. Don't be rushing for work. If you can, do it when you ain't got to go nowhere, when you're not pressed for time. The more space, the better. I can't even imagine doing this in a public bathroom, in a stall where your legs can't be a gate. Okay? Because you need all the room. The most difficult part for me was keeping it in they say to pinch it like a hot dog. And in my mind, I was like, okay, well, pinch it like a hot dog is going to be like the size of a tampon. No, it's a little bit thicker. So that's going to feel a little uncomfortable. Like, I'm going to shoot you the real. I'm not going to play with you. Just a smidge uncomfortable. You're like, ooh. And it kind of makes you think, I don't know if I like this. But the key is to relax your pelvic muscles. Because if you don't relax it, it's pushing it back out. So that's what was happening. I wasn't relaxing my pelvic muscles. And I couldn't keep it in hot dog position. It kept slipping and opening up. So that was my issue. So once I got it, and in the whole thought process, I was like, well, how am I know the bone? Like, what pelvic bone? What you mean? So here's the thing. You can read it, and I mean, it explains it beautifully, but I would recommend pushing it as far as you can go. Like, push it till you can't go no more. Like, literally. Push it when you're sitting down. Well, honestly, putting it in there, it was better when I could squat. Believe it or not, they say sit it over the toilet because I guess your muscles are more relaxed. But for me, me squatting like I would do for a tampon worked better. Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like I have more control over what was going on. But like it say push down and back. I know that's what the directions say. Just push. Keep pushing until you can't push no more. And eventually you won't feel as much. Like you'll be able to just feel the tip of it while you're in that squatted position, and then push some more. And then believe it or not, the more you go up there, you be like, oh, there's the bone. Hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Okay. Hey guys, so I hope you guys, I wanted to update you guys on the disc, the period disc that I used, and I decided since I needed to put the sheets on my bed that I might as well chit chat with you guys and do that at the same time. The boys, my husband and my son, they're out having some father-son time. They went to go see the to the movies. So I am doing some things around the house before I get ready to get into bed because I have a long day tomorrow. In the previous clip, you guys will see also where I was doing some yoga and hopefully editing me. No, this time I'm gonna do it. We'll place the YouTube video that I use that actually is used for periods, like cramps, bloating, and all of that. And like it was really, really good. Like it was amazing. So I plan to incorporate that. They have many other influencers who do yoga like for periods and stuff like that, because typically, even though I have done strenuous workout on my period before, but typically they say you should be doing like yoga and gentle workouts, like gentle cardio and stuff like that. Not really be doing a whole lot of like heavy lifting and stuff like that. Again, I have now. Back when I was in the gym hardcore, I have. But honestly, it was the truth. And some gym rats may disagree because you should still exercise. But I definitely used to feel like I couldn't lift as heavy when I was on my cycle, and that would explain why. But anyways, so to the disc. So what I want to say is putting it in. I had already spoke about how it took me a little while to put it in, but once I got it in, honestly, it felt great. I didn't feel it. Trust me, it can hold a lot, because I didn't even realize how heavy my cycle was yesterday until I took it out and I said, woo, child. So I really like that. And so I had a little incident that yesterday, if I had talked to you, I would have said, no, I'm going back to the tampons. I can't do it. But honestly, I don't want that to be the end. Because honestly, when you think about it, even just from a cost-effective situation, even if you get the disposable ones, like the box I got was like $13, and you get 12 of them in there, and it stays in for 12 hours, like 12 hours. You don't have, and typically, like, I would only wear it, like, obviously, like, when I'm at work or, like, during the day, so that at most, I would only wear it for about, 8 hours. Take a shower, and then wear my period panties, the disposable ones, to bed, and, like, boom. And so, essentially, like, period care would go down substantially, because honestly, I went and bought some panty liners just in case there would be any breakthrough, but I didn't receive any of that because, baby, that suction was suctioning, okay? Like, it was to the point when I was trying to get it out, I was like, I had thought I had lost it, and then I was like, well, if I lost it, like, am I on my period for real? Like, it really was like that. Like, no breakthroughs whatsoever. So essentially, I could probably really get away with not wearing a panty liner at all. So again, the cost of the things that I would buy for my period would be like, what, $8 a month? And that would be it. Like, you can't beat that. So I don't want to give up. However, I do want to say part of the issue that went wrong yesterday is that I didn't do my research, and that was my fault. Like, my big sisters were talking about it, and I really felt like, okay, well, I read it, and I was like, all right, boom, I'm going to do it. And it really was an impulse situation. Honestly, if I had, because I think I really went and bought the box, like, the Tuesday, like, we talked about it on Saturday, and I think I went and bought it, like, the next Tuesday. Which is typically when I try something new, I don't typically move that fast. I typically do research first before I go and try something like that. But the thing of the matter is, I had went against what I was gonna try, because I always said if I was gonna try it, that the one I would try, because I'm so used to tampons, would be the one with the little stem or something of the sort, because I didn't want to be digging all in there. I have always said that. But I wasn't a fan of the spilling out ordeal. Like, I was anti that. And so when I saw that they made disposable ones, I think that's what really caused me to... Hold on. Ooh, so I don't have to wait. Oh, no, I don't. So I think that's what caused me to go ahead and jump for it, because I was like, well, boom, they make disposable ones, like, I'm going to go ahead and get them. So what I will say is, I didn't go for beginner friendly. I went right in to intermediate, like I've been doing this for forever, and that's where I went wrong. Like I said, it wasn't difficult to put in, but the coming out of it, baby, that wasn't it. When I tell you, it took me an hour to get it out, and I had to get assistance. And now the next day, looking at the videos, the issue was, but it was a good thing, my suction was suctioning. So once it got up there, like, I had thought I had lost it, like, the first time I went to the bathroom, and then, like, I felt it. But the paper says that when you use the bathroom, it may move, so you may need to adjust it. So I'm thinking when I adjusted it that last time, that's what really made it get up there, and she was up there. Well, also the people who recommended it to me, which they say is different sizes for everybody. And so it says that you should get a small if you have, like, never had kids or never had kids vaginally. And I didn't. I never pushed. I had a C-section. Of course, I didn't find this out till today when I was researching. But we're thinking that still probably the fact that my cervix did dilate to, at least, I did, when I was in labor, I dilated to 4 centimeters. And so maybe because my cervix has been stretched and knows about the dilating, that maybe with the cramps and all of that, that's what was happening. And so that's what caused it to go way up the canal. Like, it was up there. Like, when I tell you, I was like up there trying to get it. So definitely, if you're not comfortable with being out, like being in your body like that, it's not for you, because baby, you got to be up there. You definitely have to be up there. And also my uterus tilts backwards. So essentially, while I was squatting, it was bringing it down, but I couldn't reach it, so I had to lean forward. And so as I was leaning forward, it was going back that way. Whole situation. So essentially, I needed to be laying down to do that. But who about to lay down? So yeah. So it was a traumatizing situation because I was really stressed out. And granted, it can't go anywhere but up. It can't go any further. So that's the thing. So, I would recommend, luckily I didn't start trying to take it out like at the 12th hour. I started at like, I think I had only had it in about 8 hours. And then probably because it was full, it's probably also what was making it a little bit more difficult to come out or whatever. And so, yeah, it was really traumatizing, but I don't feel like I'm going to give up. When I looked on Amazon, I saw that I saw the one I want. I'm going to need the one, y'all can't even see my head. I'm going to need the one, hold on, y'all, because I want to tilt y'all back just a smidge. Y'all already know, it died. Like, ugh, it irritates me. Anyways, so, and I charged it just so I could have this conversation. Anyways, so the one that I'm going to need is the one that actually has the little ring at the bottom. I don't even think I want the one with the stem. I want the ring because I can't fit 2 fingers. I mean, this might be TMI, but 2 fingers ain't going up there. Because essentially, you need to take a finger, the one finger, to kind of like push to get the suction to come off. And I probably wasn't doing that either, now that I know. You need to push, kind of like push it up against your uterus or push it up against this, whatever is on, and kind of push on it so it can release the suction. Once it releases the suction, then it comes back down. That's what I wasn't doing. But I still feel like it wasn't in a situation. I could feel the plastic, but I could never feel the rim to get to it. So on Amazon, they actually have a applicator that you can use to put it in and take it out. Because when I'm actually, the one I feel comfortable with is going to be the reusable one. And I was really anti that until I realized even with the disposable one, you still need to like, when it comes out, like kind of like dip it. If you should be over the toilet. They say the shower, that's disgusting. But over the toilet so that you can dip out the remain. You shouldn't just be taking the full cup and throwing it directly in the trash can. Because first of all, the cup can hold more than the tampon anyway. So sis is going to be full for real. It's going to be a messy situation. It'll be fine. But you need to kind of dip it out spill it out anyway. So the fact that I got to spill it out, I'm going to be handling it more than I really anticipated it anyway. So I might as well just do that. Spill it out with the reusable one, rinse it out, and keep it pushing. So, the one I have, I think it may be by Flex, I believe. Somebody. Anyways, and it has the cup, and then at the bottom, it has the little ring. And so essentially when I would go in it, so you would push it up, but even when you push it up, that ring will still be down enough, not hanging out, but when you go up there, it'll be sitting in such a way, because the applicator is going to help you put it in there correctly. So I'm definitely going to get that. But it's going to be sitting in such a way that you can get it. When you go in there, you'll have that loop, and then you'll be able to pull down gently, which will help you loosen up the suction and then be able to pull down for it to come out. Now, even with that being said, I ain't playing no games. I saw that there's an applicator actually to where, because I'm like, how you supposed to, the whole hot dog and put it in there, I was struggling with that too. So essentially, like, you fold it up or whatever and put it inside the applicator. The applicator is like the size of a tampon. You push that up, push the applicator in, it goes in like it's supposed to, and you use that little hook to kind of adjust it if you need to adjust it. But it states that it kind of goes in exactly how it needs to go. Boom. And then you use the other side of it, that when you stick it up there, it has a little clasp type thing. And when you stick it up there, again, the size of a tampon, when you stick it up there, it'll push up against the thing. You'll be able to get the suction down and then you'll be able to grab it from there. So I'm going to get that. I believe that was only about $8 or $9. The cup I was looking at, I think it's like 24 or something like that. And then I'm going to get the steamer, because what I'm not going to do, the steamer and the case that comes in it, because what I'm not going to do is put this in a case with the soap and then put it in my microwave. Ew. So there's a steamer that I want. There's the case, and then there's the wash. So essentially the first like beginner's kit. And I believe there's some lube, because I've seen a lot of people say that they use lubricant. So I'm gonna get the lube too, and that helps get it up there too. But the starter kit is it's at least gonna run me about $40, $50. And so I think right now I'm just gonna cool out, chill out. And then maybe, because right now the budget, like I had that, and the reason why I did it is because I had a little extra play money, because, you know, we didn't really have nothing that we had going on. But now since it's like August or whatever, and, you know, we're going back to school, and then like this time of the year, like the last part of the year is when the money is spoken for. And I don't be trying to overspend, because this is kind of one of our most busy and expensive time of the year, because it's school, it's birthdays, it's anniversaries, it's the holidays, it's Christmas, and then we get to January. So most likely I probably won't try it again till about January, February, because that's back when I have a little extra where, you know, it's nothing I can try, you know, splurge on things that's not really a necessity, even though it is. But I mean, I could just still buy my tampons and stuff. But the good thing about it is, although it's the $50, like, the $50, but initially the only thing that I would have to replace again would have to be, you know, the wash the cup out, and maybe the lubricant. But that will probably take a while, because obviously I'm not, you know what I mean? So I think it's a good investment. I'm not giving up yet. And solely on it just because I really, like, my cramps yesterday were not that bad. And I'm really interested to see how today would have been, because my day 2 is typically the worst. And I really would have wanted to know what day 2 would have been like. And honestly, if that would have really, like, decreased, I'm not saying I didn't have any cramps, but I'm just saying decreased how painful they were. That's the reason why I want to try it, because my cramps, like, now that I'm not on the birth control, like, my cramps are really, really bad. They be taking me. And so that's the reason why I wanted to try it. So it ain't over, but I'm not doing it no time soon. So I say that to say, if you're going to try it, you need to get the beginner friendly ones. And I would recommend doing your research and seeing which ones are the beginner friendly ones. And typically those are the ones with the little stems. Or if you want to use the disposable ones, they're the ones that I think they're by Salt. And they actually have a little it's like a little, in the disposable one, it's a little area where you can kind of hook it and get it. I still would recommend probably even that applicator would still be good for a beginner. But I say don't do like me and just jump in head first. Do your research, see what one fits for you. And they still say that every just because I like a certain cup doesn't mean that you might like it. And so what works for one doesn't work for the other. And I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, and then you may find out, child, I tried it and I really don't like it, and I'm in with the tampons. Child, I feel you. But honestly, going back to just from having that in and having the tampon in, honestly, I like how the wear on that I like better, because I didn't feel anything yesterday. Today I can feel a tampon. So I said all that to say that, honestly, you know, this whole ordeal, the haul and this will definitely be its own video, Anna. When you wondering what to put this with, because story time on both of these was like 14:7. I think the one yesterday was about 5 or 7. It's 10 on the camera. And if I do the haul, we're just gonna call this a whole period care situation. And I'm trying to put the girlies on. I will say at the end of the day, I do recommend using organic or plant-based tampons if you are a tampon or pad wearer, because all those chemicals and things, you don't need that. The difference between the cup and the tampon is the cup, obviously the tampon is absorbing, and the cup is just going in the cup. And somehow that's just better. I don't know how, I can't explain it, but somehow it's better. But yeah, if you guys have tried any, comment down below. Let me know what you tried. Shoot. If you ain't scared, let me know. Did you struggle to get it out the first time too? Let me know. I won't alone. I already know I won't alone because I watched some TikToks in the hour that I was in the bathroom. But we in this together. I mean, we friends, and this is stuff you call your bestie and tell her about. So that's why I called y'all and tell you. Okay, so I hope you got some good information from this. If not, you got a key from it. You got a key from it because it's hilarious today. Yesterday, it was not. I was crying like a baby. Not even gonna front. I'm not gonna be ashamed on this here internet and tell you I didn't cry like a baby because I thought it was gone. Girl, I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital, okay? So yeah, I hope that even if you thinking about it, that you watch this video and you decided not to make the mistake I made. And if that's all you got from it, then I did my job. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.